Hey y'all, I just wanted to talk really quick, more in depth about the JK Rowling scenario. Hannah and I kind of brought it up yesterday. Here comes Ezra to say hi. Hello. He's like, what are you doing? You gonna come up here? You gonna come up here? Ah, there he is. Hi, buddy. Come here. Ready? Oh. So, I wanted to talk more about JK Rowling and how it's made me feel. We kind of brought it up yesterday, just briefly at the end of our video together, but I haven't really processed it all at that point. And I've had some more time to think about it and just really read it more. And I watched a really great video from a fellow trans guy whose video, I'm gonna link it in the description because he goes over how all of her points may seem innocent but are actually very deeply rooted in transphobia. So that's really helpful to watch if you're kind of like, oh, like maybe she didn't mean it that way. If you watch the video, he explains like all the ways in which those commentaries are directly from transphobic sources. So there's no excuse to her behavior. Let me think here. As someone who used to menstruate, her biggest offense was the article titled People Who Menstruate, because she was feeling like women were getting erased, but women aren't the only ones who menstruate, so what's wrong with being more inclusive? I don't know. She feels women's rights are under attack, which is a very transphobic stance to have. That letting trans people have rights means that women are under attack. That's like the number one argument I hear when I'm in the courthouse, or excuse me, in the state house doing stuff for the House bills, is that women's rights are under attack. Women's rights are under attack if we let trans people have any sort of rights. Then women's rights are just gone. And even just like unpromptedly, she wrote that whole tweet about how sex isn't real. And all that stuff. Like just completely unprompted, she wrote that kind of stuff. It's very, very troubling to me that she's taking this moment in time on a platform as big as she has to call out these things when it's Pride Month and the Black Lives Matter movement is happening really strongly right now. And black trans women are the number one group of people that are murdered at a higher rate than anybody else in the trans community, at a higher rate than anybody else, any community, anywhere. Black trans women and other trans women of color are the number one most at risk of being killed because of stuff like what she's spewing. Like, her posting those tweets gives a rise to other people to say, oh, I can believe that stuff. I can openly believe that stuff because my favorite author does, or this influential author does. That's wrong. That's the same problem we have with our president, who's out here spewing hate and enabling people to continue to spew that hate. Hi, Charlie. And that's why I really just feel like I needed to give my 2 cents on it, because it's been just nagging me in the back of my mind since I saw the tweets. Just that, you know, as a trans person who loves Harry Potter, I dressed as Ron for Halloween this year. I have a Harry Potter tie. I've got shirts from Slytherin because I'm a Slytherin. I'm going to Harry Potter World in September. I've got all of her books. I've watched all the movies a million times. I have tattoos. I mean, this book was part of my upbringing. And as a child who was bullied because I didn't fit in and I didn't feel like I got along with anyone, so I didn't feel like I fit with the girls. I didn't feel like I fit with the boys. I was just there. I was reading Harry Potter, and that's where I found companionship. I learned about friendship. I learned about overcoming. And it's so funny to me. He makes this point in his video, the video I'm gonna link, that, you know, she writes about Muggleborns and how they're under attack and how like they have no control over how they're born. It's the same exact thing as trans people and gay people. You're born that way. You have no control over it. It's the same exact thing as the Muggleborns in her books that are born with magical powers. They don't have a choice in that. And they decide that they're gonna be witches and wizards. What's the difference? Where is she not making that connection in her own story? And you know, she's had problematic things in the past and people have tried to brush it off. It's just like, now it's just so much more obvious that she is, in fact, very transphobic and a trans exclusionary feminist, if you want to get real. You know, it's just like all of her rhetoric. She's just feeding into the normal rhetoric that those people share and use against trans people. And so yeah, I'm not only am I upset about her saying it, I'm upset about her saying it during this time where like the Black Lives Matter movement is in the spotlight. It seems just so inappropriate for her to come out and say those things, especially right now. You know, why was she suddenly feeling that she needed to say that stuff? I don't know. And then she tries to cover it up by saying, I know and love trans people, but anytime you get that but in there, you know that that person does not actually know or love trans people. And if she does know some trans people, I am sorry for them because they know a transphobic person. I'm pretty sure we all do. Yeah, so, I don't know. I've got all my Harry Potter stuff in a box right now. So, my outfits, my hats, my tie, a nice pen, all the books, pajamas. My favorite pajama pants are Harry Potter pajama pants. So, you know, this past Christmas we got all matching Harry Potter stuff for Hannah's family and I to wear. So yeah, I don't know, Harry Potter is such a big thing to me, but it feels like really difficult to address it and look at it and be interacting with it right now. I don't know if that will change. It feels kind of like when you have like a big breakup and you have to like put all that stuff away and like not look at it for a little while. I think that's where I'm at with it right now. But I don't know. I even had the thought today, like, you think I can get these tattoos covered up by something? I don't know. So, I don't know. That's just where I'm at. It feels like, maybe it feels like an extreme response. I don't know. I just feel like really like wanting to cut it all off because it's like, how can I like, and people are trying to say, separate the art from the artist. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can at this point. I've been trying to, as more and more shit that she says comes up, I'd be just kind of like, okay, that's JK, I'm going to stay with Harry Potter. But like, she wrote that stuff, and now when I read it, I'm obviously going to think about things that she's saying, and so it's like, it's hard to separate the two right now. And maybe I'll get to that place eventually, but right now, my initial reaction is put all of her stuff in a box. I have a friend who burnt her Harry Potter books in a fire with her wife, so yeah, I don't know, I think it's, I also wonder, like, if she was making statements about any other class of people, if people would be having this reaction, like, thinking about the art, not the artist. Like, what if she was posting outwardly racist stuff? You know, like, why is it being that transphobic stuff is okay, but, like, if she was to post racist stuff, would she be getting the same reaction, or would people be saying separate art from artist? You know, it's very interesting to me, people like that. Oh, Charlie, you want to say hi, Charlie? Oh, you're my big boy. Hi. So glad the cats could join us. I love you. Gotta take them to the vet this week. So anyway, that's my thoughts on JK Rowling. Let me know what you guys are thinking and feeling, especially I have some friends, a friend of mine, Cam, I don't know if you're watching. He's really into Harry Potter, like more than me. And so I'm, you know, thinking about people like that who, you know, she's really hurting a lot of her fan base. You know, not only just people who are trans that are her fans, but people who know and love trans people that are going to say, what the heck, you're hurting people that I care about by saying these things. And so, like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of the people that love her books are from my generation who are pretty open-minded. You know, so I don't know what she's going after, but yeah, she's not getting any more of my money, I'll tell you that much. And right now she's not getting any more of my attention. So I figured I'd just put my thoughts here and, you know, give them a place to be and not keep festering over it. So anyway, those are my thoughts. Please share if you want to, how you're feeling about it. And yeah, hope you guys are having a good week, and I'll talk to you next time.